Bro, there are like no bar C's. Just use this one. And we are having to use this other rack. It's the same as the one that I usually use, but it's got like this fat bench head instead. Um, it's pretty much the same thing, but I'd rather be in the other bench just because I like how the bench is lower to the ground. Gives me better leg drive. You know, I can really dig my feet into the ground. And just like more comfortable in my opinion, but not a big deal, especially for fives, you know what I mean? So it's rep work, you know, in the five. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. You know, not like we're going for a top single or new max or, you know, heavy twos to where it actually won't affect us that much. I think that should be good. Yeah, see how like I'm on like my toes right now? So just a little bit less comfortable. I feel like it's harder for me to, you know, get any use out of my leg drive on this bench. But like I said, rep work, sets of five, shouldn't be a huge, you know, huge deal. We'll get used to it. I mean, we have the whole warm up to get used to it. Actually, I don't think there's any getting used to it because it's like I'm like barely on my tippy toes, you know. So like I can't really get the best usage out of my leg drive. So I think we'll use this as a technique thing. You know what I mean? Work on benching without kind of like we'll just not really use a leg drive. You know what I mean? Focus on generating power without it. That way, when we come back next week, and hopefully we get a bench to where we can really get into that leg drive, we're even more powerful. And bench has been feeling too fucking easy anyways, like a fucking joke, dude. Kind of in need of a challenge, so this is perfect. It's actually perfect. Take your negatives, turn them into positives. All right, this sweatshirt has to go, bro. It has to go. It's got too thick of a like hoodie, so I think I'm gonna get that remove pump cover buff early, just because it feels like I'm wearing a fucking neck pillow or some shit whenever I'm benching. So I'm gonna get this off, and I'll find you, whoever you are who left this, and I'll deal with you. This shit is weird, bro. Cause I not only is it like a leg drive thing, but like it's so wide bodied. and I could like feel like my lats like on the bench, and even like my arm, like part of my arm, like hitting that as I come back. So definitely weird, but again, it's fives, you know? Kind of high rep range, so it shouldn't be anything that's actually gonna throw us off and not allow us to get the weight. You know, if it were like top singles, you know, or heavy doubles, possibly, but the fact that it's like 5 rep range might move a little bit slower at the most, but that's about it. There's the other clip. I'll find it later. Actually, I'll find it now. If we have to go up to anything in that 340 range, where's your phone? Stop doing that, kid. If we have to go up to anything in the 340 range, I'm just gonna go straight into the first set. But if it's more than that, I'll probably do a slight last warm up before getting into it. So times 430. It's a new max, right? I believe so. $345. So we're gonna go straight into it. Get the boy Ryan, give us a spot. Or no, you know, like bench has been feeling way too fucking easy. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to get the sets done with adding on weight to that last set, relying off our own power, and the only buff going on being the removing the pump cover buff. You know, because this shit is a joke, bro. This shit is absolutely a joke. So I'm gonna get on that and then get straight into it. We'll save Ryan for the last spot. So once we add on more weight, that's when we'll pull him out. But for these first 2 sets, I'm gonna use them as an opportunity for me to train my own power. You know what I mean? Like, this is my arc going forward up until top singles, to work on my own power. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like kind of a celestial wizard, you know? If you watch Fairy Tail, you know what I'm talking about. And my strength is just not my own. You know, I'm relying on these other spirits to carry me. I don't want to be like that, bro. I don't want to be relying on Ryan to hit some heavy weight. You know, I need to start training on my own, getting the Kev strength up. So yeah, it's my arc. So calculations were right. I assumed that it was gonna feel a little bit heavier, move a little bit slower, just because like my feet are barely touching the ground, so I don't really get that leg drive. And then just kind of having it be awkward. I'm not used to using a bench that's so wide, so just like getting used to that feeling of having like fucking back in my shit, touch that when I come down. But you know, like I said, you know, it's not a big deal. We're going for reps, you know, of 5, so not a big deal. So move slower, but still be able to do the second set clean while working on our own power. No help from Ryan, and then put on some more weight. I can't remember what I went up to. I think I just put on a 2.5 on each side and went for that. So that would be 55. So I'm gonna go for 360. I think it's too early considering we got a max not too long ago to be going for those like 10 pound, 15, 20 pound big jumps for that last set. So I'll probably spend this training block just still going, maybe adding on 5 to what I did last time for those last sets before I start taking huge leaps and getting in some crazy shit, you know, so. Fit, Gymshark, shorts, fire, not from Gymshark. They come from my boy Evan. He sent me them, pretty fire. Nike socks, Converses. It's part of the trick.
I know, sorry, but I cut the dog like the shirt. Yes.
Anyways, hold on, let me turn this on real quick. Hello? Okay. Second set at 345 is gonna be super free, super light, easy. Don't even need to turn on the music. All right. Well, I guess we don't need to turn on the music. You heard what the man said. Second set, another opportunity for me to get stronger on my own. I am gonna, cause like this training just started now, right? So I am gonna pull on Ryan, call him out, you know, summon the boy, to give me a spot, that lift off and shit for the last set, cause we are adding weight and I don't feel like I've been training enough on my own to be ready for that. So we're gonna use him for the last set, but for this one, still gonna work on doing that shit on our own.
I got flanks.
Moved pretty well. Second set, you know, relying on our own strength. So yeah, I think I gotta go back and check. I gotta go back, look through my camera roll, see if I can find what I did the last time I added on weight for 5s. And then whatever that is, I'll let you guys know, but it's definitely, because like I said, still somewhat fresh with the new max. So I don't think I'm in that place to start being able to hit or start hitting crazy shit for those last sets. Maybe next training block, but not this one. So whatever it is, it's only gonna be like 5 pounds more than what I did. So if it's 360, I'm gonna go for 365. If it's 365, I'm gonna go for 370. If it's 370, I'm gonna go for 375. If it's 75, I'm gonna go for 80. If it's 380, I'm gonna go for 385. 385, I'm gonna go for 390. 390, I'm gonna go for 395. If you're doing the 400, we're going to 405. 405, we're going to 410. If we're doing the 410, we're going to 415. 420, we're going to the 425. 425, we'll go for the 430. If we're going for the 430, we'll go for the 435. If we go for the 435, we'll go for the 340. Or if we go for the 650, over the 655. 355, we'll go for the 360. So last weight, I'm gonna go ahead and chalk up again. You know, just nah, if we have Ryan here giving us the spot, then we should be fine. We don't need to chalk up or do any of that shit. Hey, my boy, can you give me a spot?
Right, that.
Oh, dude, watch. The closer I feel that power, I feel that pressure coming from him right now. It's just like, the power never fails to amaze me, to be honest. Never fails. Push this shit up. Come on. Come on. Let's put the light shit. Come on. All right. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Let's put the light. Come on. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know if it's because I couldn't get like much of that leg drive on the last rep. I felt it kind of like moving heavier in my left than my right. Whatever the case may be, no fucking excuses. We couldn't get it, and that's really fucking annoying. I don't know if we've hit 365 for 5 before, but still annoying nonetheless. So annoying nonetheless. Whatever. You know, we like to say when shit like that happens, trust in God, keep on pushing forward, learn from your mistakes, don't stay salty over it, and I mean, just keep moving. That moment that you just let these negative emotions conquer your brain, you've lost. You know what I mean?